towel down here.
Hello,
Hi.
everyone. We are back. Sorry, we had a little bit of technical difficulties. We were dropped, but we're here. We're back. So we're gonna jump right back into it. We don't want to keep you waiting too long for the goods.
Yeah, so we're describing challenge 2, which was the obstacle course through the ropes, right? So you had to go up and down these rope obstacles, go over a balance beam, tied to a partner with water in this little cup, and then you had to pour it down the train track. I like that. I like that description. The train track ramp. I like that. So what stood out to you guys about that challenge?
Oh man, I definitely could see the veterans taking off to an early lead.
Oh yeah,
because
they right away were just taking the little water cups and they were cupping it and holding it so that they wouldn't lose water, where the rookies are just like, oh no, like holding it around. So it was just one of those things, like, you learn. They immediately like started.
Oh, they immediately started watching it. And that's what this was the challenge where I thought we've got a competition here, because the vets were ahead, but they didn't stay that way for long.
They didn't.
The rookie, like, it was clear, like in the beginning, the vets struggled the first round with the water.
Yes.
But then they figured out a system and they were pulling ahead. But the rookies caught up and they were competitive. It was a good competition.
Yeah. It was nice to see.
It was very nice to see. And as always, it came down to the puzzle. Because at the end, it was a really complicated puzzle. So after you got
hard, so hard.
But the other thing I was going to say really quick is you see that I think both groups are here to play because they almost broke the challenge, in the sense that, I don't know if you guys saw this or not.
I don't think I did.
So we tested it this morning, and we didn't even think to look at it and say, well, if your hand is small enough, could you just reach in and grab the ball after one round? And two of the girls were able to just reach in and grab it. We're like, no. So we had to draw a line. To make it more, fair and make it last a little bit longer.
Absolutely.
So they drew a line. It worked out. So they got it about the same time. That's only a little bit ahead.
Yeah.
It's very competitive. But then the last was one of those like slide things. It's hard to describe. Hopefully you saw it on the stream.
It's like the snake puzzle of the one that kind of goes up like this, where you're using the two ropes to guide the ball. But it's more of a horizontal snake with like a board like this with the ball on it, and your two strings are on this, and this is like guiding the ball through it.
It's very difficult.
But it's very hard. I couldn't get really far at all.
I couldn't do it at all. We tried to get it. I couldn't get because it was in the CYS logo. Yes. And so to try to get it down that Y was the really hard part.
Get up to the C. Anyway,
I couldn't get up to the C.
Anyway, the players did great.
They were awesome. What was really cool, so I noticed, I was watching. So like on the vet side, Alicia stood out to me because she just did not panic.
Not at all.
She did not flinch, and she started going for broke. Like she started, once she figured out how to do the Y, she had a system down and she would just yank it.
When I saw that, I was like, my jaw dropped.
Yeah.
I was like, how did she just, I couldn't even get it up there at all.
No.
She just was like, boop, boop, boop. And I was like, how did that happen?
Yeah.
And on the rookie side, I gotta say, Maya, I think, was one of the people who was doing the most.
Yes,
she did not panic.
No.
Calm, cool, collected. I was super impressed.
Yeah.
I was very
Which is hard to do in those
very
moments.
hard to
Especially
do.
first challenge.
First challenge. You've never done this before. You're up. So I thought that was really cool. So the vets did win again, but it was much closer, much more competitive.
Yeah.
I thought we got a season.
Yeah.
We got a season.
Yeah.
Like this is what I thought even more though was the third challenge. The next challenge after that.
Yeah.
That was the one that really, like, the rookies took off. So this one was the one with the planks. Where we had these wooden planks that they had to like step over while their tribe members held them up in the air.
Yeah.
And then they had to, so like it was 3 planks and then you had to move 1 plank ahead, so the rookies just flew across that field.
They did so I was like, holy, there's like 8 like vets chilling and you're like, they're already gone.
Yeah.
It's like, wow.
I think I wrote it down. I wrote it down. So I've just got to find. So you had to move 6 tribe members across. The rookies were done with all 6 when the vets only had done 2.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was very impressive. For the first time all season, they were really like owning it and crushing the vets.
And it's not that they
really
had
cool.
like smaller players or anything like that. They were able to. I don't know. They had a system. They found it fast.
They found some system where they could stand up. And I know it's hard to describe unless you saw it, but they were standing up and supporting each other on their shoulders, where the vets were kneeling down on the ground, and that seemed to slow them down.
Yeah,
2 very different strategies.
Plus, they were doing 2 at a time with the vets, and the rookies did 1 by 1 by 1.
And it was interesting that they did it that way, because I know they were struggling with that. They immediately stopped doing it that way, it looked like, because they had to realize, like, okay, this isn't really working.
Yeah. Well, they watched the rookies. That's what that was my standout, was they watched the rookies. and they learned from the rookies.
They're learning from each other.
They are.
That's so cute.
They took. So the rookies learned to cover their water from the vets. The vets learned to do it one at a time and stand up with the challenge. So the rookies so then they had to do this puzzle. It was one of those hanging puzzles where the picture comes together. The rookies were miles ahead. But this is where this game got really interesting. The vets caught up.
Yeah, they did.
The rookies were laying it out very methodically. It was almost like they were the vet tribe again. You know what I mean? Like they were laying it out. They were very methodical, very well planned. It was like and the vets just came in and were like, "We're behind. We're going for broke," and they just started hanging stuff. And then they started, well, that's not working. So they just put it out. And for some reason, the rookies, I think, they started doubting themselves. It happens. It happens. And the vets just put it together, and then
they saw the vision.
Yeah.
And they came from. It was an amazing come from behind win. It was really very suspenseful to watch.
Yeah.
I was like, we've got a season.
Absolutely.
We got a season.
Now, do you want to talk about what they are winning when they win these challenges? Because I know you said...
Yes. So each time they win, they got to steal something from the other tribe. So they got all their supplies after that opening challenge, and then they got to steal it. Or they could pick something they didn't get the first time. And to be clear, when they steal it, it doesn't mean they keep it. They just like if the rookies have a tarp and the vets win and they say we're going to take away your tarp, the vets don't get the tarp.
Yeah,
they just deprive the rookies of it.
It goes back into the supply to be one.
Yes, but you know what's interesting? Nobody decided to take anything from anybody. They all, I think, if I'm not mistaken, they all chose to supplement something they didn't have.
They did.
So we gave them the choice to be dirty, and they all decided to just kind of go with it.
They wanted to be clean.
Yeah, well, and that's what I've been noticing all the challenges. Like, they've been very friendly competition vibes.
Absolutely.
Like, they're supporting each other. Like, the whole time that the girls were on that puzzle that was taking forever, they were encouraging each other.
Yeah.
You know, it was really nice to see.
Yeah.
Some friendly competition between the tribes.
I like seeing that. I like seeing that they all were they were all very in it.
Yes.
Which is nice to see.
They are all in it to win it.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. And then
the last
challenge was fun for us.
Well,
yeah, sorry.
I didn't get picked.
Sorry. We went a 3-tribe challenge. We added alumni.
Yes.
So we competed against them. New tradition, yeah.
Yep. So the alumni are coming in and they're competing in one challenge at the start of the season, and if
you're a Survivor fan, you know the challenge. It's the one where you have to use the sticks to hold up the ball.
Yep.
It's like the ball has you pick up a ball using 3 chopsticks. These 3 gigantic chopsticks. Yeah. You had to get it across, and the part that made me panic was what happened at the end, which is they put the ball in the bucket, and then someone had to go. You know those challenges you've seen on the show where you have to toss the ball up onto the thing? We had to do it laying down on our back. So you lay on your back and shoot up.
And it was not easy.
It was not easy.
No.
So the fun part of that was not only that we got a chance, most of us got a chance to play. Sorry. But if we won, we were going to get a chance to take something from each of the 2 tribes.
Yeah. Which is a bit fun, but we didn't get.
And no, we did not win. But the other thing is that the rookie or vet group was going to get the chance to get the better of the 2 camps. Mm-hmm. So whichever one of them did better. So there was a lot of stakes there.
There was.
You know?
Yeah, I've seen the 2 camps, and you definitely want the better camp.
Yeah. Always.
Why? I haven't seen the camps.
I just heard.
Just the way they're angled. So the first camp that's really nice is more flat. There's more space, whereas the second camp is more condensed. There's a lot more rocks around it.
Nice.
And a lot more, I guess, trees not as open.
I heard a hill.
It's a little bit
I did hear
hill,
hill.
A little bit of a slant.
So. Which even a little slant
Yeah.
really makes a difference.
Uh-huh.
So
that one was actually fairly closely contested.
Yeah.
You know, the rookies pulled out. The rookies,
they really did.
The rookies kicked our butt, to be honest. Like, let's just be real. And Cam called us on it too. Yeah. At one point, I believe he used the word pathetic to describe us.
I was watching from the sidelines and
I heard it and it hurt. But it was also fair.
Yeah, they did.
It was also fair.
I can get you a Band-Aid later if you'd like.
Okay. I know. I shouldn't complain in front of you. I'm sorry. But it was supposed to be best out of 3. So we were competing, so I didn't recognize any first to 3. So I think the rookies won 2. I thought they were going to run away with it.
Yes, they took 2, and then
and the vets got 1, I think, and then we got 1, and then the rookies came back and won the 3rd. So competitive, but the rookies definitely they definitely earned it, and I was glad.
Yeah,
they needed a win. They needed a boost.
And honest, I'm really happy to see that the rookies got the better camp.
Yes.
Because you don't want the veterans to just like.
No.
So it's kind of like, it was fun to watch that too.
It was.
Like, be able to see that.
Exactly.
And again, being from Pink, I know what it's like to win after losing and celebrate. So I was glad to see them celebrate.
It was a nice moment. It was really cool. You could see it really boost their morale, but you could also see like the veterans' morale like dip tiny bit.
Yes.
But like that's just how it's
the people are ready for tomorrow.
Exactly.
Yeah, which I'm so pumped for.
So excited. It was a great first day.
It was a really
honestly, I thought it was a great first day.
Should we talk a little bit about like the interesting little thing that's going to be happening tomorrow?
Please.
Yeah.
So right now they're in groups, the rookies and veterans groups, not tribes. As in tomorrow, they are going to be placed into 4 tribes. So there'll be 2 different tribes of veterans and 2 different tribes of rookies. So they don't know this yet. They're like, where are our buffs? And they don't even know.
No buffs yet. No buffs for you.
So that'll be really fun to watch their expressions. That's my favorite part, and I'm so excited.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be really interesting to see who they actually bonded with, and
Mhm.
they realize that they might not be on the same tribe as the persons or the people that they really connected with.
Yeah.
And they're gonna have to rethink their entire strategy moving forward. Because I imagine tonight, especially at the camps, they're gonna be thinking about the strategy and knowing that travel's coming.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
We're kicking some people off tomorrow.
Yep.
So we'll, that was probably not the best way to put that, but yeah, high stakes, yeah.
Yeah.
So
And it'll be one of those things like tomorrow we'll definitely have more information about all the players. We're just getting to know them ourselves. And we'll be able to give you a little more.
yeah. So our hope is at the end of these days we'll be able to give you a little insight into the strategy that's going on and the relationships that are forming. Some players to maybe watch on the live feeds when Alicia is doing the tribals and challenges.
Mhm.
That might make some interesting moves. So we'll have a little bit more about that tomorrow as we dive in. But tonight they're just kind of getting settled. There's not a lot going on. They're doing their night 1 confessionals right now.
I did hear that rookies got fired almost immediately.
Oh, yes.
I did hear that. I did hear that.
Cool.
So that's a good thing. So good for them. Good for
Yeah.
them. Good for them.
That's news to me.
Yeah,
What's
I hope
that?
the veterans can smell it.
Oh, Dylan? Okay.
Yeah, Dylan specifically.
Oh, did I
Oh,
actually? I think I heard got it on the first try. Was that it or something?
I don't know. I didn't
I
hear
heard that
that.
too.
I did hear
Okay.
that. Okay, so maybe it's a rumor, but maybe it's
Yeah, see, we're learning as we go too.
Yeah.
We get all the gossip after the fact.
So also feel free during these live shows that we have to ask questions. You can even on this one, you can put questions that you might have for the future. We can try to answer those during this time.
Did we get any?
I don't know.
I
if we
didn't
got
see. I didn't know.
It
Okay.
doesn't look like we got any tonight.
Okay.
But there's really not much to really ask about because we don't really know a lot about the relationships
Mhm.
or all of that at the moment. So hopefully tomorrow we'll have a lot more information for you all.
Yeah, for me today was just really all about the vibe. So
Yeah.
getting set up, I loved today. I really did. I thought today was great. The rookies, the vets, it's a great theme. They friendly competition, good challenges that they just fought really hard, and I thought it was great.
Yeah, it's going to be a great season. We have a phenomenal cast. I'm very
really
excited
do.
about the
I
cast.
feel good about every single one of them. Like every
Me
single one
too.
I'm walking through, I'm like, wow, you seem like you have a great personality.
Yeah.
They seem
like
really fun.
competitive, fun with each other.
Yeah.
Trash talking with us a little bit. Like
Yep.
I forget who someone said, if we win the alumni challenge, can we take your house?
Oh yeah, I did that.
That
I
was
was like, no, that's not gonna happen. Oh, we have a question.
We have a question.
Okay.
So Kaylee wants to know, did anyone find idols?
Ooh, I have not heard of anybody finding idols, but we did learn there are potentially idols hidden at the camp so
Yes.
far.
Yeah.
So they are in play for this season,
Yep.
and there might be some more information on that tomorrow. But as of right now, we don't have any information on that. So check back tomorrow to see if anybody found those. They actually just got to their camps a little while ago, so
Mhm.
I wouldn't be surprised if some people were doing some hunting because they were specifically told that there were idols in play at camp. Additionally, the players who fundraise the most are getting their secret advantages as well, and those are going to work a little differently in the past. Previously,
Oh, sorry. I was gonna say it looks like somebody asked us if we know who got those advantages.
I believe we're keeping that secret, right? That was the plan. I mean, the players don't know. I mean, we're telling the player. I believe they're being told tonight in their confessional.
Yeah,
DJ.
we can tell.
Can we tell?
Yeah, of course.
Oh,
Why
all right.
not?
Well, I don't know. All right, I don't know. So you gotta tell
This is
us.
our
This is
business to
breaking news
share.
for us. This is
I don't
breaking
even
news
know.
for
all of
us.
you.
We're gonna learn together. Who won?
Do you know? Or
I have no idea.
So
we are
It's in the-
Katie for the vets and Kevin R for the rookies.
okay. So Katie for the vets and Kevin R for the rookies.
Yes, and
Fundraising. The amount was insane. Like something like $23,000.
I think so.
Something
Total
around that
for the whole
ballpark
group.
total for the whole group. $23,000.
That's awesome.
All for these amazing charities, which is also one of my favorite things about CYS.
Yeah.
You know, I've always loved that. So,
Yes. And so a little bit about that advantage. You want to talk about
Sure.
what that looks like? So this advantage works a little differently. So previously, the fundraisers who got the most money would get immunity at the travel councils. This time, it's a secret advantage. None of the players know who has these. And it is an advantage.
I have it written down.
Perfect.
I just got to find it.
Oh, Mr.
So
Nomad.
I gotta find it. I'm the English teacher. I got it. Here it is. Okay.
Read it off.
So So the fundraising advantage is secret. It's being given during night one. So probably now, as we're speaking, they're being given confessionals. So if they use it tomorrow, day 2, it's an idol. If they are able to stay in the game and save it for day 3, they're allowed to switch places with someone else. So like if you don't like where you are in your tribe, you can switch with someone else.
Like a tribe swap.
Like a tribe swap.
Yeah, that's
swap
super
yourself
helpful.
and switch positions with
Yeah.
another player.
That's nice.
That's super cool. If you make it all the way to day 4 and still have it, you get an extra vote. And then if you make it all the way to day 5 and still have this initial advantage, you get an advantage in a challenge,
Yes.
which on that last day is huge.
This
Yeah.
is such a cool
That's
advantage.
I love the layers of it. Like
Yeah.
each day has something different to it. I love that.
It's nice because it's like super powerful in the beginning and it slowly like
Mhm.
drops down. But if you use an advantage right, it doesn't necessarily matter what it is.
Exactly.
Because it could get less powerful in
Well,
people's eyes, but
But that extra vote, you
right.
could all of a sudden just use that extra vote and change the whole game. So
Exactly.
it really isn't that weak of an advantage.
No.
Especially on day 4,
No,
there's
I
not as
think
many
it's-
people as there are on
right,
day 2 or day
Exactly.
3.
So,
You know, so
extra vote is huge on those days.
huge.
Yeah.
And that last day, a challenge advantage.
Yeah.
Those challenges are huge on that last
Exactly.
day.
Yeah.
Not that I would know
That could
from
cause
personal
you-
experience. Anyway, sorry.
Yeah.
I'm
What
not
I-
better. It's fine. It's fine.
But what I
Sorry.
think is really fun is nobody knows who has it. So there's going to be a little bit of paranoia in
Mhm.
the camps because anybody could have these advantages and nobody knows exactly
I
what
love
the
that.
advantage
I love
is.
that
So
too.
And we'll see.
that's fun.
Do they keep it secret?
Well, that's what I say. What are the odds that
Yes.
someone actually says something? I guarantee someone.
Yeah.
You know, they always do.
Hopefully we get the TC.
We'll find out.
We should.
Anything else you guys want to talk about tonight?
No, I
I
think that
think-
covered it. It was a great first day.
Yeah.
I'm really
Yeah.
pumped about this cast and this theme and this season. I'm very excited to see where this plays out tomorrow.
Me as well.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much.
Okay, so tomorrow morning, the stream will begin at 8 a.m. All right, so that's when you will see us again, and we'll be back tomorrow night to give you
Yes.
all of the dirt
Yeah.
on everything that happens on day 2. Should we go? Do you want us to go over the format of the day really quick? Or is it no? All right,
Okay.
so
Yeah.
just tune in at 8. Tune
Figure
in
it
at 8.
out.
We'll split them into the separate groups of rookies and vets. We'll see what their reaction to that is, and we'll start running some challenges and having some tribals. So we got a busy day tomorrow. So we're looking forward to it, and we'll see you tomorrow night here to recap
Yes.
it all.
Come back.
All right.
All right. Bye.
Bye. See you all. I'm gonna come.
Okay.
Goodbye.